Oh, Pepper, you silly pig. Oh, hello there, Internet. I didn't see you there. Come on in, take a seat, and welcome to Merlin's Archery Adventures. I would like, if I may, to talk to you briefly about an aspect of barebow archery that I think needs talking about, and that is the process of shooting 3 fingers under. Now, there are 2 ways of shooting, sort of when it comes to sort of like a recurve or a barebow or a flat bow, and that's you either shooting split finger, which is a Mediterranean release, or you shoot 3 under. And there's nothing wrong with shooting 3 under. I shot 3 under for years. The only reason why I migrated from 3 under to split finger was because I personally think that you get a slightly better performance out of the bow when shooting split finger, as most bows are tillered, unless you can adjust the tiller of your bow. But most bows, especially like the wooden sort of one-piece bows, are tillered to shoot split finger. So that's why I moved. I was finding I was getting a slightly better performance out of the bow. But there is absolutely nothing wrong with shooting 3 under. Like I said, I did that for years and years, and it was fine. But the one thing I did want to talk about is when I see a lot of people, especially people just getting into the sport of archery, especially if they're shooting barebow, depending on where they learn. A lot of them are shooting 3 under, and it's an easy way to teach someone to shoot. It's you just bring the arrow up to your eye and look down the arrow, and away you go. And I completely understand why sort of a lot of people are teaching 3 under. But there is one thing about shooting 3 under that I wanted to mention, and that's consistency with addressing the string. Now, I see a lot of people sort of coming up shooting 3 under, and what they're doing, they're sort of addressing the string ever so slightly different every time, leaving a different gap between your finger and the arrow. And it's important to get that consistent. Whether you I don't know, touch the underside of the arrow with your finger, or if you shoot with 2 nocks, touching the nock, just as long as it's consistent. If you address the string every time in the same way, you're going to get a much more consistent shot than if it's different every time. Because if you've got a different placement on the string with every shot, there's different pressures on the bow's going to behave ever so slightly different, making it very difficult to be consistent. So yeah, when you are shooting barebow and 3 under, make sure you address that string the same every single time, and you're gonna have much better results as a result of doing that. But anyway, I hope that helped. I hope that made sense. Anyway, you take care, shoot straight, and I'll see you on the internet. Bye bye.
It's down onto the arrow rest as normal. Once we draw the bow back, the arrow will come through the clicker for the final squeeze.